right, you guys, welcome back in. This is my last reading for November 2024. It's going to be for Cancer. All right, we're pulling from the same decks, Wisdom of the Oracle, Energy deck. We've got crystals out here. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck. We're going to pull the crystal at the end of the reading and see more so what's going to be the best crystal to use for Cancer for the month of November 2024. All right, we'll go over all the transits from the first house to the 12th, and the major transits from the beginning of the month to the end. Let's get into it. Welcome in, you guys. Uh-oh, I just saw the Five of Wands. Six of Cups. Let's see what we got for Cancer for November 2024. Okay. All right, so Cancer, you've got the thinker. You're very focused on something. You're strategizing. You're utilizing your wisdom here. You're being very analytical and logical about something. We've got coming home to yourself. You could be fully focused on yourself right now. You're revisiting a pattern that you're going over and over with from a different perspective this time. But there is something that you have a challenge for, something that needs to be broken. Right? Maybe you're too focused on self. Maybe you're too comfortable in your own skin. Something like this. Down at the bottom of the deck, we have fork in the road. All right, so it's a time to make a decision with something here. And owning up to your obligation to make a specific choice. All right, so considering the consequences as you prepare to start acting. That's what it says. Let's see. Okay. Cards are like wanting to spill out. Let's see. All right, Cancer, November 2024 energy. Temple Path. Healer of the Ages. Deceit. Down at the bottom of the gate is the garden and the gate. Bottom at the deck, garden and the gate. There's deceitful energy surrounding your journey here. That's what it looks like. Your temple path. How you're meant to be, healing overall. I feel like whatever this decision is that you have to make, it's not because you want to be forced off of a specific path. It's not because you want to change something. I feel like you're being forced off of a specific pathway that you're on. And or this deceitful energy wants you to like get outside. Who did I just do? I just did Aries. Aries got that card. And Aries also got the energy of the home card in this deck. Alright. See what's going on here. What's going on with this temple path? Maybe there's something very significant to you that you feel you need to accomplish before moving on to something else. Maybe you need to, revisit something in a different perspective. Maybe you're going and doing something over and over and over again. All right. It speaks about a lesson that isn't quite integrated, is what it says. Let's see what's going on here. You got the King of Wands here. The Ace of Swords. The Queen of Cups. Two of Wands. Emperor and the Eight of Pentacles. The Devil. This is what I'm feeling. Okay, this is what I see. This is what I feel. Interesting. Behind it is like this Two of Cup energy. All right. There could be something that is more so where you feel like you're going to have to really, how do I explain this? If you're on a specific temple path, there's something that requires for you to stay focused on work right now. All right, very like determined and ambitious about your work environment. Okay. There's like strategically you utilizing the energy of what your future is to look like pertaining to this healing process that you're going through and how to step away from the energy of deceit. Because it looks like it brings in nothing but conflict for you anyway. All right. I just want to put that there because it just kind of goes with the energy. I just don't like the fact that my number 20, you guys know I love the number 25. I don't like that the number 25 is sitting here with this energy of deceit. Doesn't make me very happy there. But anyway. Tell me more about this specific thing you're working on here with the Temple Path. The Hangman. Again, you got to see things in a new perspective. All right. I kind of feel like, okay. I feel like you're too good for where you are right now. You're heavily focused on something here. Could be that you're learning something with this King of Wands. That is Sagittarius' energy for me. All right. The Queen of Cups means that you nurture the shit out of whatever you do. Okay. It more so is like you're already in the near future planning on how to utilize this energy pertaining to this path that you're on and how to heal the process as moving forward. Maybe you're wanting to become your own boss with the Emperor energy. And you got to really stay focused right now and strategically start planning out how you want things to look. Obviously, you're not going to be in the same type of groups of people that are causing deceit in or wanting to stay attached to your energy because your mindset is elsewhere. Kind of gives me this energy of like, if you have to dare to be different, you're gonna be seen like an outcast, is what it is. Okay. But other people look at you like, oh, you're too good to be stuck in what you're doing. This is the energy. All right, let's look at Healer of the Ages. Justice. Seven of Pentacles, the Star. Maybe you do have some sort of healing power. Star card comes in with the energy of healing. Seven of Pentacles. Maybe this is something that you're already invested in. Maybe you're overall looking into coming into like a contract or a partnership and or just keeping yourself overall in the energy of balance. So you avoid the energy of this deceptive, environment that could be surrounding you and or wanting to attach to your energy. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. I feel like spiritually, what you're tapping into within your emotional space and what you seem to be walking away from, Ten of Swords, it's like you've already gone through a sense of maturity. You're not really passionate about things that are passionate to other people. When you're on a specific pathway and you are in, let's just say, hermit mode, you focus solely on you and you only, right? But there's something here about the need to open up in order to be able to help others heal. Something like this. Because if you're seen as the energy of the Star card and this is what you want to do, running your own business pertaining to what you do for work and how you're meant to dare to be different, to change something that's consistently going round and round, all right? It's like you more so have to hang yourself up so that you can look at things and really focus and hone in on yourself in order to kind of like get back out there and show others. Okay. This is the energy. It's really like get out of this heavy emotional state that you're in. It's like you're sinking yourself in and it's almost like mentally draining you almost is what it is. Okay? Let's look at the energy of deceit with the devil. King of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Four of Swords, Five of Swords. It's almost like you're over healing about whatever this, you know, connection is that you have with this King of Pentacles. Who's that? The person that has a hold on you overall. With the Four of Pentacles, it's like anything that you try to build a firm foundation around, if you want to move forward independently, it's almost like they don't want you to. Whatever this deceitful energy is, you've seen the energy overall just now. So, second time it happened today. Doesn't scare me. I'm just like, that's the energy. They're like, get the fuck out of where you are right now. Like, people want you to come outside. It's like fork in the road. Time to make a decision. The garden and the gate. Get outside. No place like home. Like, you're just overthinking something. And you're just, like, more so all in your head, apparently. You're isolating yourself right now for a reason because you're super focused. That's what it looks like. Okay? Spirit wants you to protect yourself, all right? To stand your ground against whatever this magic energy is that they're trying to work on you here. Are they trying to, like, scare you or... No. Not happening, right? So, this could just be more so... Why? I just want to know why. Why? High Priestess with the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. I feel like you're already well known in something that you do. I feel like you're very intuitive. You're very knowledgeable about something. It's almost like they don't want to let you go. I don't know what this energy is. It's almost like really pissing me off. Let me get into the strategy here with the Thinker card. Five of Pentacles, Judgment. All right, the Death card is here. The Ace of Wands. Two of Swords. What time is that? 7:54. Interesting. We're about to tap into this Mercury and Scorpio, Trine, Neptune, and Pisces energy, just so we all know during this reading if something weird happens. Hello. All right. There's a sense of you feeling like you're left out in the cold almost. All right. If this is the way that you are, if you are a strategic thinker, if you are heavily, let's just say, focused on a passion, and you more so feel like you're at a crossroads with something, that's the fork in the road energy. It's like, why are you doing this? Make a decision. You need to move on with something. All right? Because again, there's like a lesson isn't quite integrated. What is the lesson? Look at this energy. Here goes the number 25 with the round and round card. And here's the number 25 with the deceitful card. Let's see. 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, the Empress. I don't know if you keep on trying to protect your energy overall, instead of just communicating out what it is that you exactly desire. The Empress energy is like, you're very valuable, all right? You're abundant in your energy. It's almost like, what is it that you want? Because the challenges that are calling to be broken, it's almost as if like, whatever you're trying to do and or creatively start for yourself, even if it is like a business or something, you're highly intuitive on the specific path, but what do you want to do with it? Like, what will bring more fun into what you do? What would bring more progress into what you do? Pertaining to, like, passion. Right now, you could just be hiding your emotions and how you feel. Just, like, more so saying that I'm remaining strong or whatever this may be. All right. When in the background, it's almost like, you know, you're trapped in fear in a way. Trapped up in your head in a way. That has to change. Something about returning back home to yourself and arriving at a place where you feel like you fit in with what you do. So I don't know if that you overthink something, and where the lesson that is, you know, not integrated is like more challenging for you, and you don't feel that you're at home with what you do. Over here, it's saying that the more you tap into the temple path and the more you want to be a healer, the more deceitful energies are going to surround you. Temperance. I feel like more so just focus on the healing. This could just be the energy of deceit that's trying to slow you down. 7 of Swords with the energy of the Knight of Pentacles. All right. You guys, I'm going to read it for you because I'm currently doing your reading right now. One second. I got to find the Saban symbol. Is it Scorpio's energy? I think it is. One second. I'm cracking up. All right, so because it is Halloween, all right, the specific Sabian symbol that I want to read out is this one. It's the Halloween Jester at 30 degrees of Scorpio, and where you're meant to be letting off steam, all right? It says, civilization can tame our instincts only to a certain extent, and society therefore has to allow moments of controlled madness. Allowing a measure of wildness reveals our darker secrets. Repeatedly, we come to see that whatever our best intentions, unrefined energies will find their way out. Society has evolved ways to give vent to such unruly energies by offering carefully contained opportunities for greater wildness. At Christmas, we are allowed gluttony and hedonism. On All Fool's Day, we may more safely rebel against authority, and at Halloween, we are allowed to be ghoulish and disrespectful towards the sacredness of death. It is the health to let one's hair down once in a while. Okay? So this is what it kind of feels like. It's almost like there's a deceptive energy that's surrounding the temple path, and where you're just like, I strategically have to use my mind, and this is what I want to go after, and this is what I want to focus on. For you, Cancer, it's almost like you're overthinking a specific situation. You're very, very overly calculated with something here. Okay. Let's see. So the hermit mode is like, you have to get out. You got to go. Fork in the road. Time to make a decision. Consider, other options right now and prepare to act. All right. And then you've got the guardian in the gate. It's like time to get outside. I don't know, pertaining to whatever this contract is, if you're indecisive about it or not. It's like this. I'm trying to tell you, there's an energy that's forcing you almost to say, go down a different pathway. There's other possibilities out there. Almost like you have way too much strength to be doing what you're doing here. And I mean, not that your work is not appreciated, but Spirit wants you to really tap into, where can you start taking action? Maybe it's that you need to go focus on your family dynamic right now. Okay? Or you need to walk away from your family dynamic because you're not happy. What? Thank you. Something is holding up your happiness here with the Sun card, and I feel like you've overly been patient with the process. Okay? So it's almost like, stop overthinking. Stop trying to be like extra calculated with something. It's almost like it's time for you to go. Have some fun. Get outside. Go do something. It's like, shut everything off around you and just go. Okay? Something like that. It's almost like the other side of the world card is calling you. Take a vacation. I don't know, something. Go do something that actually makes you fit into what you do. You may love what you do pertaining to this temple path, but this right now, Spirit is saying it's over. It's done. All right. Let's look into the fork in the road. So 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. I feel like you have your boundaries up to your own wish fulfillment or your own happiness, or literally like Ace of Cups, to your own happiness. It's like you're holding yourself back from true love, or, yeah, that's what it is. You want true love around you or something? Okay. This is the energy. And this is you. You're just like, I'm just a thinker here. This is what I do. I study. It's like geek mode. That's totally me. But that's just the energy. That's me. And people are like, take the fucking mask off. Like, no, it's not. You know what I mean? Like, they want to see you happy. Shut everything off around you and just go. Something like that. Okay. Let me clear this out. Let's clear it out. I'm curious to see what's behind that fork in the road. I'm going to pull it in a second. It's Halloween, you guys. I'm home, more so alone with the pets. And I just got done cooking dinner. And I just took a shower. And I'm trying to get my work done so that everything is done as I said it will be done by tomorrow. Because that's just how I am. And the energy is like, get the fuck out the house. I don't want to go anywhere. All right, so let's get into your chart, Cancer. So in the first house, we've got Mars. That is in your sign. It's been here for a while. All right, so right now, the heavy focus is just on yourself. That's just it. You're taking action towards what your goals are, what you want. All right, all about you, and you. Mars steps into Leo, into your second house. So maybe this is why they want you to like get out there and get outside and go do something with yourself, because it'll start affecting more so of how you can gain money, save money, focus on your values, all right? Accumulate certain possessions that you may want. I'm seeing Virgo in the third house, all right? The house of communication. That last quarter moon that happened in Leo set off this fixed moon cycle for you, Cancer. So anything pertaining to, let's just say, an adjustment. If it's pertaining to your money, your finances, your values, your self-esteem, your confidence, whatever it is, that set off the fixed moon cycle for you. All right, that last quarter moon in Leo. So it's interesting. Virgo in the third house at the end of the month is going to set off the last quarter moon in the mutable energy pertaining to Virgo in your third house. All right. That's all about communication, travel. It can be transportation, whatever it may be. You might have to make some sort of adjustments there. All right. If you are going to be, let's just say, purchasing a vehicle. All right. Let's say that you're going to be signing a contract pertaining to a specific new project that you have going on or something. You want to make sure that you look over all the details, all right, before you step into this actual, mutable moon cycle, because things are never really set in stone. So you have to look into the details there. Libra in your fourth house, this is where we have Vesta, which is the asteroid of spirituality in your home environments. You got Juno in Libra, the asteroid of marriage and partnership, and all about bonding in your home environment. And again, coming home to yourself. All right, so whatever spirituality is surrounding you at this time, it's kind of giving me this energy, like healer of the ages, the temple path, and then you've got like the energy of coming home, okay, to yourself. But then again, it's surrounded by this deceitful energy, so be careful. All right, we've got Lilith in Libra, and then the South Node in Libra. So South Node in Libra is more so pertaining to your home environment. It has to do with karmic challenges, past life issues, natural gifts that you have, all right, pertaining to, let's just say, your family dynamic, or I don't know if you have like a specific way of connecting to your ancestors, your roots, okay, something like this. Lilith in Libra is all about power. It's a sense of vengeance and revenge, okay? So it can come off to be very like masculine type energy in your feminine house. Libra overall is the feminine energy because it is ruled by Venus. So anytime Venus is associated in the house of Cancer, it's more so exalted there. It's comfortable, right? But I'm feeling like this more so has to do with your comfort and why you're so comfortable there. It's like South Node wants you to get up and head towards your North Node. And your North Node, Cancer, is in your 10th house of career. So again, if you feel that whatever you do is allowing you to stay comfortable and you're on your temple path and you're healing people, and this is like, I can use my thinker and I can work comfortably from home, and Spirit's like, nope, get your ass up, get outside, go do something else. Okay, this is the energy. Scorpio, in your 5th house. This is currently where the sun is shining for you. The sun is comfortable in the 5th house. It's more so the ruler of the 5th house, so anything pertaining to pleasure, love, self-expressive, being creative, having fun, getting out there with children, having that like playful energy pertaining to like what brings you joy and happiness and contentment and a sense of peace is where the sun is shining right now. Okay. Mercury is currently in Scorpio as well. So Mercury wants you to be the thinker. Okay. And strategically focus on your hobbies. All right. So maybe you're more so interacting with your hobbies pertaining to your work just by whatever it is that you're trying to escape from here. All right, because it looks like you have a heavy focus on this South Node energy. And this is what it is. It's like Spirit wants you to get out of that South Node and into your destiny pertaining to what is your career. You have to make a decision here. Where do you want to go? Something like that. All right. Mercury will start its pre-shadow phase on November 11th. And then we've got Mercury actually going into its retrograde on November 25th. All right, so Mercury is trickster energy overall. It's in your 5th house. It happens to do with whatever you do creatively. It can be, pertaining to what you find pleasurable. It can like screw up a little bit pertaining to your love life because you're going to have like communication is off overall. That's what it looks like. New moon is happening tomorrow, November 1st, in this 5th house energy. So maybe it's time for you to get out there and find a new love affair, all right, that you want to tap in with. Maybe it's a new hobby that you want to do. Maybe you want to go out and have fun with some kids, whatever it may be. Cancer, this is your energy. All right, so Sag in the 6th house is where Venus is currently. So Venus is associated to what you do for work. No wonder why you're so comfortable here. Okay. Again, anytime Venus is associated with Sagittarius and or with Pisces energy, it sits with the comfortability of wanting a spiritual sense and a connection. That's this. That's what I'm seeing here. All right, so now that Venus is out of bounds, it's more so like over the top pertaining to finances, valuables, pleasures, relationships, beauty, love, and it's all happening in your house of work. So imagine if you're in the home environment, you've got everything comfortable around you, you feel like you can look beautiful every day, you don't have to worry about, anything, and your love life is calling for you to get out there and find somebody, and you're just like, nope, I'm cool. Spirit's like, you're deceiving yourself. All right. Pallas also has, Pallas in Sagittarius is also in your 6th house, which is wisdom and knowledge. So this is why you're being extra analytical and efficient and really focusing on logical things pertaining to what's going to be the best pertaining to what you do for work. You may want to be of service to other people because Venus wants to express love and compassion and be more so nurturing towards others. It's a feminine type energy. All right. Pallas is like the thinker. So you might be overly sacrificing yourself and your happiness for what you do for others. All right. How you're like on a day-to-day routine, focusing more so on other people rather than yourself. All right. Capricorn is your 7th house here. This is where things are transforming pertaining to your relationships, your partnerships, legal contracts. It could be that Sirius being in Capricorn right now for you in the 7th house, you're heavy focused on self-care. You're not focused on a partner. And that's going to transform for you heavily when Pluto steps into Aquarius on November 19th. It will step into the actual 8th house in which Pluto rules for the next 20 years. So things will start transforming for you pertaining to your deep emotional feelings with things, how to face fears, how to overcome psychological issues. It can be more so pertaining to debt, like emotional debt, spiritual debt, financial debt. It can be that, whatever's happening pertaining to what seems to be mysterious around you and or things that you more so want to investigate on how to transform your life is what's going to be happening in the 8th house for you for the next 20 years. Okay. Pisces in the 9th house is all about higher learning and spirituality and foreign travel. And Pisces is more so pertaining to being compassionate and vulnerable and loving towards other people. The way that you feel that you're doing this is through spirituality. It's heavily out here pertaining to the temple path and the healer of the ages. But Saturn is currently in your 9th house right now. And Saturn rules, the energy of structure, discipline, authority, responsibility. It's more so like get your ass up and stay persevering on what you're supposed to be doing here, right? And it almost feels as though that you're being pressured right now to do something that you possibly weren't prepared for. That's what I feel. Because again, it's like it's time to make a decision. It's either you step outside or you're going to reap the consequences of you not preparing to act when you were meant to act on something. All right, so don't be afraid, okay, of the changes that are being called of you right now. Once Saturn goes direct on November 15th, which is going to be the same day we see the full moon happen in Taurus, which is in your 11th house, then we're also going to be seeing by the end of the month a Saturn quintile Uranus energy pertaining to your 9th and your 11th houses. There could be a specific group of people that you're going to be, working well with. A quintile is like you show potential for a specific community of people that you are willing to work with them. You're willing to be friendly with them. You're willing to network with them pertaining to whatever education you have. I mean, you're highly educated, obviously, because you're heavily focused. You're strategic. You have lots of wisdom. But then you also have here Neptune's energy that's still in retrograde, and where your imagination, your creativity is asking you to use it pertaining to things with your spiritual journey. All right. And how you can really start like traveling to far places and helping other people with whatever you do. Okay. Aries in the 10th house, again, this is part of your destiny. So it's almost like get up off your butt and go out there and find a specific career, build up a reputation, you know, get your public image going, go after what your aspirations are in life, and utilize this energy more so to help heal the world is kind of what it's giving me, right? Your Chiron retrograding in Aries is almost like you want to help heal the wounded that are out there collectively that are having difficulties pertaining to this 10th house energy. And it could be those that are being, you know, in the energy of deceit towards others. Don't know. 10th house is a very structured type of house. It is ruled by Saturn. It is, you know, pertaining to... All right, so I'm kind of feeling like the 10th house doesn't like that you are picking at the wounds of those pertaining to that are in power. Is what this is. Cancer, it's like your job to do so. All right, especially if you're on this. You see how the energy happened, right? The lights flickered off and everything. Temple path with the healer of the ages. And it's like your job here is to help others heal that are in this type of energy of deceit. Just saying. All right. Taurus in the 11th house. Uranus retrograde in Taurus is what's happening right now. So this is where the actual full moon is taking place, baby. I'm busy. Can you give me a minute? Thank you, babe. All right, so we've got Uranus retrograde in Taurus. We are looking at... Uranus rules the 11th house, number one. So anytime that it's in retrograde here, it's like reviewing your wisdom, reviewing your friendships, reviewing your companions, your community of people that you're associating with. Who are you networking with? Are you sharing your ideas? Are you coming up with things that are innovative, things that are futuristic, right? This is what's happening here. But Uranus in the sign of Taurus overall, Taurus likes to move slowly, patiently, diligently, but heavily focus on putting in hard work in a specific area. This area, and where Taurus is happening here with this full moon this month, is a sign that requires lots of intelligence. See what I'm saying? So it's like heavy strategy, heavy focus, heavy thinking that's meant to more so where you're supposed to learn a lesson here and continue to push forward with it. I don't know what this energy is that's surrounding your temple path here, but it's more so possibly holding you back. And I kind of see why. You got Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter typically rules the 12th house, which is the house of the unknown. Gemini is ruled by the trickster planet. And it's currently right now in Scorpio's energy in your 5th house. So if you do anything pertaining to like a hobby or something creative and where you're meant to express love, all right, Jupiter wants you to expand and grow pertaining to your 12th house energy, and it's like subconsciously you're stuck there. So again, you're kind of like going over and over and over with something, and Spirit wants you to get out. All right, step outside. All right, don't be afraid to make a choice to focus on your spirituality pertaining to the specific contract it is. All right, but it's like it can't always be all work and no play. It's almost what the energy is saying to me here. All right, so when Jupiter sextiles to Chiron in your 10th house, it will tap in with your 12th house. You will, by the November the 9th, you'll kind of get like this. No, that's not the right date. It's November the 2nd that this is happening. All right, so this is upcoming this weekend, actually, Cancer, with Jupiter sextiling over to Chiron in the 10th house. So pertaining to your career and pertaining to the house of the subconscious and where you're meant to utilize your imagination and get creative and focusing on love and be compassionate and vulnerable and loving towards others, it's going to work harmoniously with your career on this upcoming Saturday. The new moon happens again for you in the 5th house tomorrow. All right. And then on, when is it? Sunday, we have Mars moving into Leo in your 1st house. So you're going to get going. And then we're also having Juno step into Scorpio on November 3rd as well, which is going to be the partnership energy that's stepping into and meeting with Mercury and the Sun. All right, Mercury will then step into Sagittarius. That'll happen on the 2nd. So it's like the more that you are partnering with what you do creatively, Mercury stepping into your 6th house, in which Mercury rules, wants you to be analytical and efficient and very organized pertaining to what you do, pertaining to hard work. It's meeting there with Venus, and where Venus is more so helping you do something that shows compassion and love towards others. And we're speaking about where Vesta for you is in the 4th house, which is all about the asteroid that sparks you from within, sparks up your spirituality, and you could be in the energy of your comfort at home. I don't feel whatever this energy is likes that. Okay? They want you out of the house so they can fuck with you. Because you being behind doors, they can't fuck with you like that. Okay? Now, let's get into the transits. Alright, so Mercury in Scorpio in your 5th house is going to trine to Mars in Cancer in your 1st house. This energy happens on November 2nd. This is actually auspicious for you. It's going to bring you some good luck pertaining to your house of self and what you do pertaining to your hobby. All right, your happiness, your love life. Mars in Cancer opposing Pluto in Capricorn is going to take place, obviously, in your 1st and your 7th houses. So there's going to be a head-to-head with a specific partnership, relationship, contract, and where you either have to make a choice and or move on from a situation. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. All right, it's like a contract coming through that you more so might be indecisive about, and this fork in the road card is saying you need to make a decision. Interesting, because Between Worlds was behind that card there. Something about the energy of law of cause and effect with a specific community of people that you have like-minded connections. Interesting. I haven't seen this card this entire time I've been doing these readings, and it comes out for you specifically. All right, so your community of people, and where I said you have Taurus in your 11th house, that's where the full moon happens. And this is where Uranus is going to trine over to Chiron in, where is it? Uranus will trine over to, here we go, Saturn. All right, so Saturn quintiling over to Uranus on November 27th, pertaining to higher learning, spirituality, and your community of people. All right, so the 27th of the month, if you get creative and you utilize this energy and show your potential, things can actually take off for you here. All right, because again, Uranus rules the 11th house, and where you have lots of strategy, you have lots of focus, you're very, like, your wisdom is on point with that specific community of people. And then how it's going to work well with you is going to be pertaining to what you do spiritually. That's this energy here. All right. Let's get into Venus and Sag opposing Jupiter and Gemini for you on the 3rd. All right, so this is all things that are going to come up. Cancer and Capricorn, Venus and Sag opposing Jupiter and Gemini on the same exact day. So this is going to be, again, your 12th house opposing your 6th house and your 1st house opposing your 7th. Okay. Then we've got, hold on. Then we've got Venus and Sag trining over to Chiron and Aries. So Aries being your 10th house will be trining over to Sag in your, what did I say? Your 6th house. This is all about your work environment and your career. Yourself and your relationships. Yourself and your partnerships. All right? Your spiritual state and connecting to the energy of how it's going to work well with, let's just say, your specific long-term journey here. Okay? Let's get into the Sun in Scorpio trining over to Saturn in Pisces. All right, so Scorpio being your 5th house, Pisces being the energy of your 9th house. This is going to be pertaining to what you do creatively, trining over to the energy of spirituality for you, higher learning. All right, and foreign travels. Then we've got Mercury in Sagittarius trining to the North Node in Aries. So Sagittarius being your 6th house, trining to your 10th again, your career and what you do for work, how you're of service to other people, and how you're more so meant to build a reputation for yourself, working auspiciously for you. Okay. And then you also have the energy of the Sun in Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus on the 15th. No, the Sun in Scorpio opposing the moon, full moon in Taurus on the 15th. Sun in Scorpio opposing Uranus and Taurus on the 16th. All right, these two energies overall are going to be your 5th opposing your 11th. So when there's a confrontation, it's more so stating you either have to choose your hobby and or your love life or what you do creatively and self-expressive opposing the energy of this community of people that you're networking with. Is this your actual community of people or is this not your community of people, right? Then we're going to see Mercury and Sag oppose the Jupiter and Gemini energy. For you, that's again the 12th house and the 6th house. Pertaining to work. All right, Mercury being in Sag, you're meant to be very analytical, very efficient. All right, and where you're supposed to be expanding. And Sagittarius' energy for me is always about like spirituality and or higher learning. And this is what you're doing overall for work. Okay. And then opposing Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter typically rules, again, the 12th house energy. So I don't feel that it's working that bad for you there. But being in retrograde is like utilizing that of the unknown, the unseen. It's like, you know, anything that has to do with spirituality and or things of, what am I trying to say? Oh my gosh, I'm like, my words are leaving me here. It's coming through like you've got to utilize your imagination and get creative more so. Okay? It's like, let's start moving forward with how can you get out there and be more compassionate, utilizing the energy of this temple path thing towards others. How can you be of service to others in this way? Somebody's really pissed off that I'm doing this reading and I really don't give a shit. It's cracking me up. All right. We've got Mars and Leo trining over to the North Node in Aries on the 24th of the month. We've got the Sun in Sag trining over to the North Node in Aries on the 26th. And then we've got the Sun in Sagittarius that's trining over to Mars and Leo on November the 27th. All right, so for you, this is going to be your 2nd house trining over to your 6th house. Your 6th house trining over to your 10th house. So for you, it's your money, your career, and what you do for work. All right, heavily. And then this weekend, it's going to be a trine with water energies. So this will be your 5th house, your 9th house, and your 1st house. And then the same trine will happen at the end of the month as well. Okay? Because we're then going to be seeing the water trine is happening at the beginning of the month. The fire trine happens at the end of the month. That's what I'm seeing here. All right. So where the new moon in Scorpio takes place, want you to focus on your pleasure, your love life, your creativity. Could be your children. Could be could be the energy of just like how can you get out there and really start doing what it is that you love to do is what I want to say. Okay. Then we've got the energy of Pisces in your 9th. This is where Neptune is actually working out well for you here. All right, because Neptune is in its domicile energy. For the 9th house, it does have a lot to do with spirituality. So again, it's like you're able to really get out there and start doing what you love to do. Is what I feel. All right. This energy of deceit is like people trying to scare you away from your actual journey. That's what I feel. You're not supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to be where you're at. It's like they want you to be indecisive about this contract that's being offered. So whatever you're on your healing path with here, it's just deceit around it. Okay? That's what it is. I feel like I need to get another spread out here with all the disruptions, because I feel like it's overly wanting me to stop, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Just take a sip. I mean, should I open the chat? Let's open the chat. Let's hear it. Thank you, Candy Hawk. Appreciate you, sweetie. Let's see what we got. Since we keep experiencing so much disruption here. I feel like you're on the right path. I mean, the energy keeps wanting to fuck with you. You say no, and you keep going. All right? You're highly intuitive. All right? You're in control of your emotional state. These are just hidden enemies that want to, like, scare you off the path that you're supposed to be on right now. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You're highly intuitive. You're highly connected to the divine. All right? And they don't like this. That you're able to understand what's going on around you. It's causing conflict. Okay? Because you're accelerating at a very fast pace. All right? Because you're traveling at a very quicker level than, you know, they expected you to or something. They don't like that you're super studious from the home environment. That you're highly invested in it. All right, so they would love to, like, slow down your, you know, your growth process here. By the way, that's like Saturnian energy in Taurus. There could be someone that's more so slowing down your process, trying to steal from you. Be careful. All right, and then you've got the Page of Swords. It's like you're so intelligent. You're so connected. I feel like you're very versatile in what you do. It's like you can walk over this damn thin line, this thin string, and read a book and dance at the same damn time. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Wands. It's like you're very confident. You don't allow anything to stop you in what you're doing. All right? It's like your heart pumps for the divine. So whatever it is that you imagine, just think of that and manifest that in your mind first, because literally when pigs fly. Okay? When pigs fly. Let's see. It's like the way you shine, the way that you connect to the divine is in such a great way. That's what I feel. All right. Even when you feel a sense of loneliness, you still feel passion for this energy. So you can more so tell that it's real. All right. Try not to neglect yourself overall. That's what I want to say. 9 of Cups. That's when you know you're highly ascended, and it's truly like it brings you happiness when you can be alone and you're okay with where you are. It's because you're ascending. You're on your path. You're on your journey. You're on your destiny. All right. Just this. I feel like balance will come in for you. If you've been dealing with difficulties with finances, 2 of Pentacles, I feel like overall what will happen is you'll become very abundant. You just have to really learn how to protect your energy overall. You'll be celebrating very, very soon. All right. And I feel like there's someone here from the past that admires you. All right. It could be someone that has memories of you, or you have memories of the past, and or you're just more so looking back and seeing how much and how far you've come. I'm seeing the Star card energy here. All right, so pertaining to your dreams, your hopes, your desires, your healing processes, it looks amazing. I got the Queen of Pentacles. You're very grounded. And then I've got the King of Pentacles here as well. If you were partnered with somebody here in business, it looks like this person could be stressing over this, that you're moving forward. You're on a different path here. All right. You're heavily intelligent. Maybe this energy, or whoever this person is, this King of Swords energy, is kind of coming through as they may have came through the first time with a sense of, let's just say, the Seven of Cups is like a Venus and Scorpio energy. It's a very jealous, obsessive, over possessive, you know what I'm saying, like envious type of energy. And where if this person didn't value you at first, they more so feel burdened by this now, because they kind of see you like on your path to success here with this spiritual connection that you have. All right. Yeah, and I feel like they're overly obsessing about it and want you back because you're shining. Okay. That's what I'm seeing here, you guys. That was a shebang for the November 2024 reading. All right. With all the lights going off and everything. It's all good. Now, let's get into the crystal for the month. Voila. Can you make my light come back on? No? Okay. Welcome in, you guys. Somebody wants to dim your light. That's what it is, I guess. Let's see. What is the crystal that should be best used for the month of November 2024 for Cancer? I'm going to go have dinner and I'm going to go right to bed. Jade. Wow. So treasures within, consciousness of abundance, and recognizing that you are more than enough. There was another sign that got Jade. I can't remember who it was. I would have to go back and check, and then I can leave it in the comments for you guys. All right, so I feel like for you, this is a heavy prosperity message because it has a lot to do with the trines by the end of the month being in all your fire signs. So that'll be Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. All right, in your 10th, your 6th, and your 2nd houses. It says you have more affluence than you imagine, and opening your eyes to the creative ways in which the conscious universe has manifested abundance in material form reveals wonderful possibilities for your life. Being aware of this start to awaken you to the prosperity already within you. Remember, outer conditions reflect past intentions, and right now you can begin with an idea, a hopeful belief, a thought form that can coalesce into future reality. Imagine having all the wealth that you need to live a purpose and feel a sense of fulfillment. Imagine you have latent strengths that will help you break away from the old patterns that keep you in a scarcity mentality. Let them arise within you. Perhaps abundance seems like just a glimmer of possibility right now. Even so, open up to the realization that your hidden treasures are more than enough to change your outer conditions. You are meant to prosper. All right, so for thousands of years, jade has been prized in countries around the world. It teaches us to embrace and enjoy life on all levels. Green jade is traditionally a stone of abundance. Meditate with this crystal, focusing on the sense of gratitude for all of the abundance, and it will multiply tenfold. All right, so that's the message for you guys for the month of November 2024. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I wish you all good luck. Love you all, and see you on the next one.